Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notifications button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
When you see me in the streets, holla at me. Remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Oh, chat, let's go. Turn it up one time for your boy. I'm the AAA family. What's good, everybody? How y'all feeling this evening? Y'all good? Everybody good? Tapping in. I see y'all out there showing mad love too, man. Hold on, let me adjust something, because y'all didn't tell me this on my last live. That had me out here sounding like a soup sandwich. Let me fix it. Real quick. We need to be a little bit lighter. On this audio, if you ask me. All right, that should do us good right there. How we sound, chat? How everything sound tonight? Welcome in, AAA family. Coach Smook Network is live with our Alabama post-practice report. And hopefully y'all ready to have a conversation tonight. I'm going to open the phone lines here in about 30 minutes. It's not going to take long to do Alabama's practice report today. It was two interesting things that were communicated to me and that were talked about going into practice. And then even with practice ending as we speak, the text message that I got about, some of the things that's transpiring as practice ends with some of the, at the end of practice, coaches are going to huddle with certain players. Certain players get called to the side for conversation. So these things we're going to talk about tonight, and I'm going to share them with you. So buckle your seatbelts. And I'm not saying this is anything definitive. I'm just saying be prepared. I'm not going to sit here and act like I spoke to Coach DeBoer directly or Coach Grubb directly, but I just tell you, there's a certain level of communication being had between the OC and the full quarterback room. And at this stage of the season, I understand making sure everybody's up prepped and brushed up on everything when it comes to the quarterback position. it's a play-by-play situation from this point out. You know, you never know what could happen. The next play could be that player in front of you's last play. So I get the intention on this. I could see the narrative being basic and saying, "Whoa, that's just that happening." But tonight, I'm gonna share with y'all something that I truly feel like is going to be a telltale of what this DeBoer era looks like going forward past this year. Now, year one, you get a pass for not going with the obvious better choice. But year two, we can't dive by the same mistakes. We can't fail doing the same thing by being what do we like to call it, loyal to personnel just because they've been there and they put in the hard work. If they're not producing, man, imagine if people were still working at certain jobs that meant that were of importance to our well-being, like healthcare. You know, imagine if the director of healthcare from 1960 was still in charge of healthcare right now. All the things that have transpired since 1960, somebody with that mindset thinking like, oh, it worked in the 60s, so it got to work now. That's what a lot of Alabama fans are right now. And I think the staff, to a fault, is carrying on that same loyalty factor that Coach Saban he preached so heavily about, you know, trusting in those guys that's going to show up for you, even when it doesn't benefit them. And right now, I think on the other side of that thought process, you have to think, man. You have to think, like, if I'm really truly for my team, if my performance is the reason why we're struggling right now, I think I need to have a conversation with coach and see what we can do to get me in a better position or to help me get in a better position to help us win. Or let me be real and be like, man, it's just not clicking for me. My team's suffering from it. It takes a lot to do that. We've talked about that. It takes a lot. And I don't think that Ty is incapable. I just think right now, in this stage and space of his career, he has hit a point, he has hit a barrier, and I haven't seen him been able to actively regroup. Like, there is times in war where we call it, we like to call controlled chaos. And in the middle of controlled chaos, you know, we'll do all our checks in the midst of gunfire, you know, the bullets flying by and everything. You got to be able to check your equipment, because we gotta come together right now with everything that we've dealt with in this exchange, in this conflict. We need to come together and find out what's the best way for us to get out on the top end of this. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So before we get into that, let's do a roll call. I got both of my producers in the back, man. We got our senior producer, Mary J, in the back. Y'all give it up for Mary J in the chat. Y'all better not be quiet about Mary J. And Amanda's in the back. She's scrolling tonight, man. And our team getting better. Jordan is still a little under the weather. So when we get him back, y'all will see. I'm going to literally do a whole stream like this one day. I want to get it to, by the time Alabama reaches the national championship, I'm gonna be able to do streams like this, and that's only 2 weeks from now. You know, it's what the national championship game will be played in 4 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. 3 weeks. 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from this weekend is when we'll see the national championship being played or kicked off. So it's going to be interesting to see how this team grows. My production team here, Mary J got some real help with Amanda back there, and Jordan coming in, and he's just natural. You know, he's a younger guy, so the technology aspect of it ain't no struggle for him. So I appreciate my team. I appreciate each and every one of you in the chat right now. Now, before we get into the show, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what the time it is. Amanda, let's take it to the top. Let's take it to the top. Let's take it to the top. We want to acknowledge our comments. Let me know where you're watching from right now. We're going to take 2 minutes right here at the 11-minute mark. For all my people, y'all know I keep doing that. For all the people that get in and say we take too long to get into the conversation, whatever. Show up live and you'll understand why we have so much fun taking our time getting into the conversation. Shout out to the 284 people between both platforms. We got 150. Hold up, time out. Am I seeing this right? Mary J, am I seeing this right? Do we have 100 people in our live chat right now? Mary J, I'm tripping. I can't read. Let me make sure I ain't tripping, Mary J. Hold on, ain't no way Coach Smook Network got 100 and something people in the live chat. I got to pull up the dashboard real quick. 144 in the chat right now. Guys, hold on. I got to stop the music. I can't even do roll call. Time out. What is going on, everybody? Time out. I got to... I had to do a quick security check, making sure nobody was hiding outside, spying on me, or had like some other stuff going on. Why is there 100 and something people in here? Welcome in, everybody. Let's get to the roll call. I need everybody in the chat. If you in here and you enjoying the show right now, are you ready to get into this conversation? You ready to call in on the phone lines? Comment and let me know where you're calling from or where you're watching from right now. But start at the top, Amanda. We're going to start at the top with the very first comment, and I want to acknowledge the very first comment on the night, which was Zach Wilges here on the Coach Smook Network. Y'all give it up for Zach. He said, "Roll Tide, everyone. Roll Tide, Zach. Welcome in to the show tonight." Come on, scroll in, Amanda. I'm going to go quick. I ain't going to do all the extra. Put me in the game, Coach Deborah in the chat. Let's go. Roll Tide, Deborah. Cynthia's in the chat. Roll Tide, roll. Let's go, Cynthia. Merrick Hamilton's in the chat. He said, "Boomer, y'all better not roll out a freshman against BB going to have his young A-N-A blender." I don't think so. I think Brett Venables gets a lot of credit for how he designs his defense, but I'm telling you right now, Keelan is different, man. And this ain't the first week of the season. This ain't week 5. This is at the end of the season where this young man has had to sit through some film sessions. I will never compare practice or anything to gameplay, actual gameplay. But if there was ever a generational talent ready to go out like Tua was in his freshman year, you remember that same year we went against Brett Venables under Coach Saban. We went against a Brett Venables coach defense. Wait. I'm back it up. Jalen Hurts freshman year, he gave that Brett Venables offense a lot of problems, and he didn't have near the passing talent. And if a lot of those things had carried over, as we have seen in Oklahoma, it's going to be hard for him to stop Keelan Russell. I think Keelan Russell is probably the best talented passer in that quarterback room right now. The most talented passer. Come on, Megan. I mean, not Megan. Amanda. I keep getting my sister's names mixed up. Amanda, appreciate you for tapping in. Joseph, Roll Tide. Good to see you, my guy. Let's go. I ain't gonna stop and get caught up again. I got ADHD, y'all. Y'all gotta help me. Zach, that's my sister Teresa. Teresa, that phone line gonna be open tonight. Come on, roll it through. Come on, Roll Tide, roll. What's up, Greg? Good to see you in the chat, man. Greg, 2 Gregs in the chat. Greg McKinney, Greg Exactly. What's good? Roll Tide. Megan, good to see you, sister. My PR. She had to call me last week. Y'all remember that? All right, so let's scroll through, and we want to try to acknowledge as many people as we can before it's time to kick off the show. We got 45 seconds to our 15-minute mark. Roll Tide, what's good, Dougie? First, good to see you, my boy. Trojan Fight. He said DeBoer reckon. I don't want to talk Trojan Fight. He fair weather. Trojan Fight, the most fair weather of us all, y'all. If there was, see, all of us have a inkling of fair weather DNA in us. It's just like a small, you get discouraged in the middle of the game, but to let it come out means you've nurtured that DNA, that gene, and you can't have that as a Bama fan walking and talking over here. But I appreciate everybody for tapping in. We're going to get some more, y'all. If y'all want to be acknowledged, continue to comment on the show. But right now, here on the Coach Smook Network, it's time to get in the game, and let's have this conversation. Somebody's typing in the chat, say, "Put me in the game, Coach Smook." Let's get it.
You talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
It's not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Look like we experienced a quick little audio issue. Real quick, chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, let me know. I don't know what just happened right there, but I appreciate y'all for tapping back in, staying like good with audio. I'm just gonna have to do it manually over here, but everywhere else is good. Shout out to TikTok for being in the chat too, man. We appreciate the TikTok community over there so much. Let me know if y'all still hear me good. Our audio went out for a second, so if I'm talking and y'all can't hear me, I need my producers to pop that comment on the screen. But if y'all hearing me good, we gonna go ahead and get in this conversation, man. Now, let's get into our post-practice report. Now, today, practice was held at 6 p.m. Is actually ending as we speak. They should be leaving or going back into the facility to dress in bed for the night. Then we have practice again tomorrow. I think 3 p.m. tomorrow is when they'll have practice, and then they'll get back to their morning schedule Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday is their last full practice. Thursday is the walkthrough, and then the game Friday. So after today's practice, conversations were had, prepping for this practice, walkthroughs, recovery sessions, individual team workouts, or player team workouts being led by leaders on the team. So what's up, Henry? We in the Gump, baby. Roll Tide to the Gump, man. If y'all in Montgomery, Alabama, y'all definitely got to pull up the Walkers next time for the next event. But check this out. So today's conversation, man, with the wide receiver room, topic number one, wide receivers. What are we going to see going forward from the wide receiver room? Can we truly evaluate the wide receiver production based off of the way our quarterback play has been? I think we can. I don't think Ty Simpson been that bad to the point where he hasn't given that wide receiver core in the tight end group, just the receiving core as a whole. He's, especially early in the season, there were some drops there that if we look at the long-term effect, we can credit some of Ty's struggles to those drops, his confidence in his receivers. You get what I'm saying? So I look at it now and I say, what time and what space do we find it the proper moment to really hold every, the people accountable for their actions in this game? This is a performance-based organization. This is a performance-based industry. When you're talking about professional athletics, amateur athletics, it's performance-based. You don't get put on the field and you don't put winning players or good players on the field without them proving themselves. And you find yourself in situations where you see coach ball with the quarterback. He might not be that good, but he's the coach's son, and he does just enough in practice to say, oh, he's better than that guy. And then you play him, and every week you're finding yourself in those bad situations. That's the energy around having Ty as a quarterback going into the playoffs for most of the fan base. And then you have the other half of the fan base, and you all are entitled to your opinion. You have the other side of the fan base that's on this track of the O-line, the play calling. If they gave him more time, or if he called better plays, you know what? I saw a system being ran for a quarterback that was not made for the system, and we were able to produce more points. Our third down conversion percentage is still similar, right? Completion percentage, even though the volume of passes being thrown is down, but the completion percentage is virtually the same. And both quarterbacks have struggled with the same problem. Jalen Murrow held onto the ball too long. Ty Simpson has held onto the ball too long, right? And I'm not comparing quarterbacks right now. I'm just saying we cannot change the narrative because the face changes. We have to hold everybody accountable. So at what point does this become accountability for the wide receivers? Let's stay on the wide receivers case. Y'all know I've been heavy on Ryan Williams, but we've seen Jeremy Bernard. Even last game, if you want to be a big-time playmaker, you want to be a game changer, those moments where you have an opportunity to make the unthinkable play and you have a more favorable chance to make the play over the person next to you or that defender, you got to make that play as a receiver. Especially, I don't like passes for my receivers. And I can understand if you're getting tugged on, if there's contact, you miss time, your hand-eye coordination is missed time, maybe depth perception is off because of the stadium lighting, might mess up your vision. But there were drop balls by both Isaiah Horton, by Jeremy Bernard, and Ryan Williams this last game against Georgia. And yes, they weren't the best passes, they weren't the cleanest passes, but they were catchable passes. Isaiah Horton, especially on the comeback route, like the fact that, or the deep out route, right? The fact that he didn't utilize his mechanics and attack that ball and snatch it into his body to protect it. That's why the Georgia DB was able to rake through it and make a solid play. And I don't even think the DB touched it, if I remember correctly. I think it was he just disrupted the concentration that he wasn't able to secure. So we got to see more production from our receivers. If anybody's going to help the quarterback, because the run game is not going to change. When we have opportunities to take advantage, hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, my fault. But if we look at the opportunities that the receivers have had, just as many, and I ain't gonna say just as many, we've seen opportunities like Ty missed wide open receivers or just didn't look the right way, right? We've seen that more times than we've seen wide receivers drop passes in those big moments, right? So when we have a time like against Georgia where Ty, under duress, makes a bad pass, and somehow this bad pass gives you an opportunity to make a play, you got to make those plays. So in the wide receiver room, the rotation, I told y'all the video yesterday, nobody wanted to listen to me. when I talked about this, but the rumors are real, man. The rumors are real. A lot of people want to ask about Ryan Williams and his portal decision. Is it true, the rumors? I don't say he's portal right now, but I have seen, and we have had multiple reports. I'm sorry, y'all, let me fix my screen. We have had multiple reports of, there's a change as far as the energy in the wide receiver room. With Coach Shep still being there, I don't think it even has to do with anything with him taking his opportunity at Oregon State. This is a situation where I think DeBoer is finally pulling the trigger on, hey, I got to manage this. Things are getting way outside of the range of where I've seen my teams in the past. This is unfamiliar. Let me handle this and manage this and gauge it. So going forward, if we run into these situations, there's an example. There's a precedence already set on how we're going to react. And if anybody, and I'm gonna ask the chat, and I'm gonna type a poll question real quick, chat. Y'all give me a second. Let me type a poll question. I'm gonna talk it out. Y'all know how I do. Will Kalen Alabama's personnel, in-game personnel management questionable? Yo, we getting spot pages and everything on our live tonight. What did we do? 215 viewers? Oh my God, what are we doing? What happened? 234 viewers right now in the chat, y'all. What happened, chat? I need y'all to ask questions in the chat. What happened? I need to answer a question. Did something happen? Did I say something, or did somebody say something about me? Dougie Fresh, appreciate the 199 super chat, man. My boy coming in with the 199 super chat. Dougie, I need to find out what's going on, man. So I started a poll in the chat. It says, is Alabama, it doesn't say is, Alabama's in-game management. Dang, I need to end that. I didn't even type the other word. I was so happy about seeing 200 y'all, man. Give it up for yourselves, man. I'm gonna type this question one more time, then we're gonna get back into it. And I'm gonna go to the conversation, part of the conversation y'all really came here for. All right, let me put the poll back in here. New poll is Alabama's in-game personnel management to be questioned. And y'all got to understand, we are at what we went 9-3, 9-4 last year. Was that 13 games last year? And now we're 10-3. Are we 10-3 right now? Yeah, we're 10-3 right now. So what's that? 13 plus 13, 26 games in. I think that's more than enough of a serving or example, right, to judge how they manage personnel. We saw a lot of mishandling of personnel on defense last year. Early in the season, they fixed that, started getting the right guys in, right? Saw some changes made, seen even some of your veteran guys have to be humbled with some of the team decisions that were made. Some responded the right way, some didn't. Turn the page this year. It flips to the offensive side. Defensively, I think the only personnel issue most of us had was Deshaun Jones at slot corner. You know what I'm saying? And then on the offensive side, we talked about the O-line, the rotation of the O-line early in the season. You talk about the rotation at wide receiver early in the season, how we were just seeing this deep rotation of those two positions. And quite honestly, as much gripe and complaining as you all did about that, that was the most successful stretch of our season. Offensively, week 1 through 7 was our best production weeks of the season. And I want my team, all my statisticians, Jay Penny, if you in here, and Zach, if y'all could, and I'm gonna show you how my mind thinks. I will be so brave and I'll be bold enough to compare the offensive line rotation, the depth of offensive line rotation between weeks 1 and 6. The depth of the wide receiver rotation between 1 and 6, and the volume of the run game was the key success to us not turning the ball over and not being put in negative situations. 37% of the time we drop back to snap. I truly believe there's a better sense of continuing to let guys develop on the field as they're progressing. If they're in the same level and this rotation is working for them, you keep it going. It's not orthodox. but you can definitely win with it. We proved that. Now, locker room climate, I haven't heard anything negative. I talk to these players. Y'all know this. Y'all seen me. Y'all seen me get in trouble for, players being on the side talking to me when they supposed to be getting back on the bus during fall camp. After fall camp, like that was funny stuff to me. Get on the bus. Yeah, we'll talk to him later. So when I had these conversations with these players after, the Oklahoma loss, there was no animosity in the locker room. Players holding each other accountable. That's what that was. So let's talk about the quarterback position. Then we're gonna transition to the the calling segment. Y'all remember I told y'all about the coaches having Ryan Grubb specifically. Shout out to Greg Zachary for becoming a member of the AAA family on the YouTube channel, man. And shout out to y'all for the 82 likes. Can we get 8? I'm gonna push my luck, man. Y'all give a dog a inch, he gonna try to take over the whole yard. Can we get up to 100 likes live on the stream before the first hour? We're at 83 right now. We need 17 more, and we're at not even at the 30-minute mark. Can we get to 100 likes? We got 245 live viewers in our YouTube chat right now. TikTok, what y'all doing over there? I know y'all popping because y'all ain't had to compete with the YouTube chat in a minute. What's good? Hey, what's good, my YC? I see you over there, my YC. JRM over in the chat on TikTok. Shout out to my sis Britt, and she over there in the TikTok. I got all my mods over there. Turn it up, tapping the screen. 18 total new viewers, 3 new followers on the stream on TikTok. God, you are so awesome. Y'all, can I be me for a second? Can I be Senador for a second? Not Coach Smook. Can I be Senador for a second? God, I just want to thank you right now. We asked God to, give us signs that we were doing the right thing in our passion, because I was given an opportunity to stop what I'm doing. Literally, y'all probably won't believe me, but I was given an opportunity literally less than 10 hours ago. And it's been weighing on my heart all day. I wanted to go live earlier and talk to y'all and just kick it with y'all. But I asked God to show me whether or not my work that I was putting in for this channel was actually doing what it was supposed to do. Was it going to amount to something to put me back in position to have my kids in my life and be stable, provide opportunities for other people who may be experiencing something similar to what I'm experiencing in this transition in my life. And I asked him to show me a sign, and I didn't get anything clear. I felt like I was lost all day. Like I've been in the mode, even watching the Army Navy game. I'm usually up for that and hype, and I couldn't even get into it because I'm just worried about life, and I'm trying my best to give it to God. And in this moment, chat, seeing these numbers right now, I don't care if y'all don't donate another dollar. I don't care if you super chat or become another member. I just that small thing, it might be small to somebody, but to me, that lets me know that God is listening. He heard me, he heard my cry, and I am grateful to be in this position. Thank y'all for supporting the Coach Smook Network. Now, at the 30-minute mark, we got to go to our quick commercial break. Shout out to everybody that's like and subscribe to the channel. But if you're not a member, please take an opportunity to become a member of the AAA family by becoming a member of the YouTube channel. And I appreciate y'all once again. Check this out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notifications button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
All right, let's get it. All right, now back to the conversation, y'all. I had to do that quick break and just that moment to thank y'all real quick, and truly let y'all know I appreciate y'all. Like, I hope y'all don't think I'm doing that for clout or anything. I love y'all for real, and it's not. I know God is real. Every day He continues to remind me that He is truly real. But final thoughts on this, or final reports on this quarterback situation, and something to think about. Chat. I want people to ask themselves this. Ooh, Lord Jesus, thank y'all for tapping in tonight. I want y'all to think about something. When it comes to the quarterback position, traditionally, when you have your guy, right, and if you all have played the game, if you played at the next level, at some type of way, you've played at the next level, dealing with the quarterback position, when you are confident in your quarterback situation, when there are no real injuries, right? Not nobody being hurt, but when there are no real injuries, QB1 is going to get 65% of your practice focus, right? You're going to give him a majority of your time, and then usually your assistant offensive coordinator, your quarterback coach, assistant quarterback coach, somebody that works closely with the play caller will be the one working with your quarterback, your backup QBs, right? Based off my conversation, I'm getting in these real feels, y'all, and I really think that we might see, if we don't see production, and I mean production means in position to kick a solid field goal, not a 45, 50 yarder, but in position to really score. And if at any point in time, the failure of not being able to convert, if it falls on Ty Simpson, if it's any direct effect from him, or if he impacts it, if it's a direct impact from him, I think we might see a situation where, and y'all, is my video on the wrong side, chat? Which way I need to lean? This way? I need to lean towards the screen. It looks backwards. Mary J, is it backwards? Y'all let me on here backwards. Because I got the camera mirrored. Let me not mirror this camera. I don't like that. So I need to move that. Mary J, I knew I was on the right side earlier. It look right to us, don't it? In the back, right? I'm sorry, chat. Oh, my ADHD, I tell y'all, man, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm a hyper thinker. All right, I'm a hyper thinker. But you look at the situation with the conversations, and then hearing that, this is looking more so like spring reps in your first full practice in prep for Oklahoma. There's something to be said about that, man. When nobody wanted to take my reports with credibility, nobody wanted to vet my reports of how close this competition was going into week 3 of fall camp, the last week before you kick off the season. I told y'all going into the second scrimmage, and y'all remember literally after the second scrimmage, I said there will be a quarterback announced before the 3rd week of fall camp is kicked off. And if it was Ty Simpson, I said it wasn't going to be because he's better. It will have to be veteran-like type of characteristics that are showing up in practice. He should be able to operate perfectly in practice like no other. He's been on campus for 4 years. I don't care if you've been at any school at the D1 level for 4 years, your 4th year, you should be able to go through the everyday ins and outs of how to be a collegiate athlete. And I think that's where the advantage Ty Simpson had. The command of the huddle, that was a definite a veteran type of prerequisite that allowed him to be in position to be the starter. Now, at the beginning of the season, Ty did exactly what he was supposed to do. But you look at when we started facing defenses that were able to make adjustments, I saw shifts and slide protections called, miscommunications happening between the slide protect. You call a slide and you see a free blitzer, a free man come open, a 4-man pressure, a free man coming open. I don't think that's on the O-line, because when you're not making those slide protections, when you're not making those hot audibles and those checks, we don't see that. You got 3-4 seconds in the pocket. So the conversations being had with Ryan Grubb by all three quarterbacks equally, the reports of reps being shared, everything that I'm getting from my sources, and I trust my sources. They were on point when they talked about, Brian Williams being on the chopping block after that Florida State game in Latsier Brooks. I told y'all it wouldn't be much room after that Florida State game. It wouldn't be much room for error from Ryan Williams. He wasn't going to get 70 snaps a game anymore. I think Ryan Williams has averaged since Florida State. I mean, probably since Missouri game, Ryan Williams has probably averaged like 27 to 30 snaps a game. Now that's 50%. That's 50%. But you look at the amount of snaps that Isaiah Horton is running at his position. You look at the amount of snaps that that Jeremy Bernard is running at his position. They're more towards the 80% clip than Ryan Williams. You don't see Jeremy Bernard and Rico. I mean, not Rico. You don't see Jeremy Bernard and Isaiah Horton being subbed out as much as you see Ryan Williams, because one, you have a true slot receiver in Latsier Brooks on your roster. Latsier Brooks, Cole Adams could be a true slot. Jalen Mbakwe, the development I'm seeing from him, I pray to God that the things that we're communicating between each other, he's really bought in and bought into this process, because I think he's going to make a lot more money if he's able to continue to develop at the rate that he's developing. I'm telling y'all, Coach Smook has seen it with his own two eyes. When Alabama signed Latsier Brooks, when they got his commitment, it's about to be 2 years ago now. In March, it'll be June? No, it was when did Lottie? I think he committed early in like April, March, during spring ball, during the DeBoer transition. Latsier Brooks committed. And when he committed, everybody's looking at 3-star receiver. I was like, man, y'all don't see this 5'11", 6-foot speedster. He's a taller Jalen Waddle. His frame is a lot more stout than Jalen Waddle. He's really the perfect form for all my Dragon Ball Z fans. This is Super Saiyan 4 version of Jalen Waddle and Latsier Brooks. So Ryan Williams and his wide receiver room, nobody in front of these guys. Derek Meadows, same situation. Derek Meadows is balling. And now you got Sedarius Morgan come. So it's going to get tight on his roster in the wide receiver room and his quarterback room. I expect Kalen DeBoer to grow some balls. And I'm not saying he hasn't handled this situation. This transition has been probably, I don't think anybody else would have came in and handled coaching behind Coach Saban. I don't think anybody else would have came in, turned around, and won 9 games in their first season. Especially the way the portal hurt us. The way that Kalen DeBoer was able to get that roster to stay together, I don't think we would be in this trending upward, right? Kalen DeBoer won 9 games in his first season. Coach Saban won 6. Kalen DeBoer won 10 games in his second season. Coach Saban, in the regular season, Coach Saban won 11. Right? If I'm not mistaken, 2009, we go 11-1 in the regular season. Right? Go on to win the national championship. It can happen, chat. Kalen DeBoer is doing a great job, and Coach Saban didn't have to fight against Portal, none of that. So we're going to go into our conversation tonight. We're going to open the phone lines here. Before we go on the phone lines, I'm going to take about 2 minutes before we go into the phone lines and look at the comments. I'm going to look at star comments, I'm going to let Amanda drive the way she's been driving. Shout out to Dougie Fresh for the $1.99 super chat once again, and shout out Mr. McQueen coming in with $1.99 super chat. Appreciate y'all for tapping in and supporting Coach Smook Network here tonight. And shout out to the 136 likes on the stream. We got 283 people live on right now on YouTube. We got 283 in the chat. Continue to run the likes up. We're at 136 lives. Can we get to 150? I'm not gonna push y'all too much this time. Can we get 150? We got 260. Can we get 175? Well, brother. Let me look at the comments though. I'm gonna scroll through the comments and see what people have to say on my initial thoughts and the information that are important. Northeast Roll Tide, Mary J and Amanda, my sisters, keep up the work. Facts, they killing it back here. Man, we got spam pages and everything tapping in. That's how we moving on up like that, Amanda and Mary J. You know you only get spam pages when you got enough traffic on your channel, so I appreciate them for pulling up. Offensive efficiency, weeks 1 through 7 were 9th in the country. Weeks 8 through 15 were 20th in the conference. So, J. Penny, would I have an argument if I was standing in the courts of football common sense, and I presented the case of what we were doing was working? We should have kept building off of that O-line rotation, depth, wide receiver rotation depth, because we didn't have any significant injuries in the season to our offensive line. The first major injury to the O-line came going into the Georgia game with Cam DeBoer. We haven't had any crazy injuries across the offensive line this year. So would I have an argument, J. Penny in chat? Would I have an argument saying that O-line depth, the rotation at the O-line was more efficient for us? We saw a lot better production. Would I be fair in saying that? And I know other factors and variables should be, measured into this or considered. Different styles of defense, different levels of defense. But I saw us face against a Missouri defense that was top 10 in the country on all major efficiency stats going before we saw the slump. I saw a solid Vanderbilt defense that was at a high before their injuries started hitting them in the middle of the season. As a matter of fact, their injuries really started right before they came to see us. We saw Georgia early in the season. All of these factors were in play. We saw a deep offensive line rotation against Georgia in Athens. And we saw what that brought us. A tough game against a quality team. But we were able to win. We were able to do things, keep different looks out there. And I will agree with the chat. I do get what y'all was saying. Coach Smook was wrong. The play calling in the second half against Georgia, the play calling in the second half against Auburn in the Iron Bowl, I think those, when we were down and we needed to continue to build on momentum, especially a 4-yard gain on a run play, right, against Auburn, we did not capitalize on that momentum with our play calling. So I agree with y'all. And while we're here, we did get a direct donation from one of our favorite callers here on the Coach Smook Network, my guy Pat, tapping in with a $3 direct dono to the Coach Smook Network Cash App. And if y'all don't know what it is, man, y'all just don't know, man. Much love to the ones that direct donate, man. It takes a lot. I promise you, man. I don't see how y'all do it. I'll super chat real quick, but donate directly. I don't know. I don't know. Me personally, I don't do it. When I got advised to do it, it seems like y'all love the content and y'all support enough to believe in it to where money that y'all could be using to buy your own food or pay a bill for somebody else or pay your own bills, you donating it to the Coach Smook Network, and I'm greatly appreciative. And shout out Mr. McQueen for coming in and becoming a member of the Coach Smook Network. Is this your first time in here? So you ready to jump on that phone line here on the Coach Smook Network. We're here. And our phone segment, our calling segment, the Put Me in the Game, Coach Smook Put Me in the Game calling segment is brought to you by our sponsors, Walk-Ons Sports Bistro. Check it out, chat.
When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-Ons Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-Ons is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-Ons Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Here we go. We in it. I'm gonna open this phone line right now. I literally cannot leave it open for y'all because y'all be acting up, man. And I appreciate y'all acting up. That means y'all are excited about calling in. 334-625-1121 is the phone call, is the number to the phone line. Call in, say your name, and put me in the game, Coach Smook, and we'll get you on the phone line and let you express your thoughts. And the topic of conversation tonight is Ty time's up? Is Ty Simpson's time up as the quarterback? Do we believe Kalen DeBoer will pull the trigger if he's struggling and the offense is not producing? Right? Do we have reason and good enough evidence to say it's time to make the switch? We got our first call on the line, 205. Let's see who it is.
Call from
Rico. Put me in the game.
to accept. 1. To send.
Yo, Rico, what's up, man? You in the game? Talk to me, brother. Everybody welcome Rico on the chat.
What's up, Coach?
What's good, brother? Good to hear your voice, man. How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm just hanging in. I'm hanging in.
Hey, stop hanging and climb, man. We look. Last time I talked to you, you was hanging. It's time to start climbing. We can't keep hanging, man. Our hands gonna lose grip after a while. You got to start climbing. Give your hands some time to get some blood flow. Let me stop. Go ahead, man. How you feeling?
Trust me, I am climbing.
Hey, man, I love to hear that.
Check me out on Instagram these days. But anyway, like I said, everything is everything, and I'm starting a slow climb. But the thing is I'm praying that my Crimson Tide, my fourth love, Crimson Tide, God first, and I'm passion second, but Alabama is fourth.
Yeah. Talk to me though. What you think about this? The topic of conversation tonight, man, is Ty Simpson. And we're not talking about Oklahoma game right now. We just want to talk about Ty Simpson, Kalen DeBoer's decision making with personnel, all of these things we want to talk about tonight. So, what is your thoughts with Ty Simpson? And we on a tight schedule, man. I know you hear that buzz coming in. I know you hear the beep. So I'm gonna give you 3 minutes, man. Give me your thoughts, Ty Simpson, Kalen DeBoer, everything we've been talking about up until this point tonight. Go ahead, Rico.
I do believe that he's in a similar situation that Nick Saban was in when everybody had figured Jalen Hurts out and was disrupting his game. So he had to make the undaunted and unenviable position to put Tua in the game. And I feel like this is kind of where Coach DeBoer is in now, whether or not to put an Austin Mack or a Keelan Russell in the game to replace Ty Simpson if he does not produce in the first quarter. And it got to be the first quarter because you fool around and you let him play a whole half, and let's say Oklahoma gets a 21, 28 point lead, it's going to be hard to come back at that point. I ain't saying it's going to be impossible, to just be hard. But so in that first quarter, if you seeing that Ty's still struggling and you can't even score, yeah, it's time to pull out the hook.
Yep. Go ahead and reel him back in. And you know what? That doesn't mean that he can't return to another game. But for this game going forward, I think if you see something happening, if the offense is not producing because of quarterback play, roll your other one in. Don't let the moment build up too big for the backup. If it's really at a point where you're seeing the body language, the first time in the season, y'all, and I think a lot of it had to do with a lot of our roster being hurt. But this is the first time I feel like physically against Georgia, some players on the offensive side look defeated body language wise. But Rico, I'm gonna give you 1 more minute, man, to close out your thoughts, and then we got to open the phone lines up. Final thoughts, man. Do you, if we pull the trigger, it can't be a deficit. We know that, but how confident are you in Alabama's backup quarterback situation to go out and lead this team to a victory in the first round of the playoffs against Oklahoma on the road on a scale of 1 to 10?
Just from the little bit that I saw from both Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, I feel very confident that one of those guys can really lead this team and win. I mean, look at Austin Mack, who does what he did. He didn't see a person open. Guess what? He runs for the touchdown.
And I think
Did nobody know Austin Mack could run?
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Rico, as we get ready to close the phone call, man? I think right now, the very thing that we saw from Austin Mack, Ty is more than capable to do what Austin Mack has done. He just hasn't on a consistent basis. And if there's going to be a switch turned on for Ty, it's going to be in that department. His legs have to become a part of his game. I guarantee you right now, and I'm willing to put a good amount of money on it. If Ty Simpson utilizes his legs 7 to 10 times in a game, whether it's running downfield, scrambling to gain yards with his legs, or extending the pocket and not getting flat-footed or cement feet in the pocket, I think we see a better production from our quarterback situation. Rico, let everybody know what's up, man, and we'll catch you on the next one, all right?
All right, roll tide, roll.
Yes, sir, y'all. Y'all give it up for Rico. Rico, appreciate you for calling in, man. Roll tide, my guy Rico, man. We got another call on the line, 334. Let's see who it is.
From
Mr. QC Green.
to accept, press 1.
Yo, what's up? You're in the game with Coach Smook. What's your name and where you calling from, man?
This is Mr. QC Green calling from Fayetteville, Arkansas, by way of Montgomery, Alabama.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all give it up for the Gump showing up tonight, man. It's crazy. My people, they are here. And they tap into the live show. It's crazy. And QC, I'm going to make sure, Amanda and Mary J, make sure I give him an extra minute on his phone call. Chat, we're doing 5-minute phone calls tonight. The lines are blowing up. I've literally had to send automated message out to 4 different people already because of the missed phone calls we've had. So, guys, be patient. I'm staying on the line all night. We got an extra hour of space now. So, I'm staying on the line. Be patient. Respect everybody that's calling and getting on before you. And if you call at the same time, don't feel bad. We're going to get you in. But QC, it was funny. I was at Walmart on the Southern Boulevard, not the one in Atlanta Highway or Ann Street like I got seen. But I was on the Boulevard and somebody noticed your boy. So I'm glad the city's starting to see the locals and the family where I'm from is starting to see us, man. Because
Walmart is the reason why I'm out here. So I actually used to work in the Boulevard store. So
yeah. You said you in Arkansas?
World.
You said you're in Arkansas right now?
Yeah. They created opportunity for me, man. I've been in Walmart for over 17 years, man.
That's what's up, man. I'm just trying to get to know our community chat. Can y'all bear with me for a second? Because I was just in what part of Arkansas was I in, chat? I was near where the Walmart museum is. Whatever
that's in Bentonville. So I live right outside, but I work up here at the home office.
Okay. Yeah, I was in Bentonville for a course this past summer, a personal certification course. They house they do it generally directed towards military veterans, and they bring us out there on the campus. It's like 500 acres close to the Oklahoma border. About 25, not even 25, maybe 30 minutes from Bentonville. And Bentonville, chat, if y'all remember, if y'all following during the summer, Bentonville was where I was when we had our day out on the town. They allowed us to go in town. I went over there and I ate some of them chocolate chip cinnamon rolls. Oh my Jesus, Lord have mercy. It was the nastiest thing in my life. I would never eat that crap again. It looked good though. So, but go ahead, man. We didn't call it to catch a like and let everybody know we homies like that. But what's up, man? What's your thoughts about this quarterback situation at Alabama? Will Kalen DeBoer pull the trigger in your opinion? And going forward, what do we need to see from Ty Simpson in order for this team to get a victory against Oklahoma? Your thoughts, floor is yours, man.
I think he will. I think the biggest thing is to see how we play. If we can go turnovers, like without turnovers the first half, I think you keep Ty in there. I think when you look at the last Oklahoma game, we performed better on offense, especially through the pass. I think that Ty feels more – it looks like he's more comfortable getting outside the pocket more so than staying in. But I think he also has to trust himself. I think that he hasn't been the same player since the South Carolina game. And a lot of that also created a lot of angst because he's not even, like, usually when you're playing QB, that back leg needs to be dug in the ground. And it looks like his footwork is, like, very choppy. So I know that, with practicing right now, they're getting back to the basics. But I really believe in Ty. I think that with his QB IQ, he's capable of winning this game. I don't think we have to do too much different. I just think if he can't get the ball out of his hands within 5 seconds, he just needs to go. And I think that either go or throw the ball away.
Facts.
But I think that if we cannot get explosive plays within the first half, I'll throw Austin Mack in there. And the reason why I say that, his deep ball reminds me of Milroe's deep ball. And I think that when you look at the wide receiver matchup, our wide receivers can outrun their DBs all day. I just think that you just got to give them those one-on-one shots, especially when we look at Isaiah Horton.
Facts.
I remember that that deep post he ran for one of the touchdowns. And he got it to the back of the end zone, and guess what he did? He caught a touchdown. So I just think that if he can get out the pocket and make some good plays the first half, we'll be fine. But if he doesn't, throw Austin Mack in there. I don't think Russell is our future, but I think that with experience and exposure to Ryan Grubb's playbook, you have a better chance with Austin Mack versus Russell.
Facts. And I'm looking at it now, man. Everything you said is valid. In my opinion, I think it's valid. I look at where Ty has, even in the past, man, against you, that USF game that everybody wanted to hype up for Ty when they was like, he's ready. You remember that game?
Yep. Last year when it was like pouring and raining.
No, 2 years ago.
Everybody
that was 2 years ago now. That was 2 years ago now.
Yep.
Come on, man. And we have not seen anything different from Ty. He got in that game. He underthrew Pat. Oh, my God. Hold up. Brother, I got to hit a siren for you, and I'm going to give you an extra minute to get on this phone call.
Yeah.
I gotta put my hands up when this stuff happens to me, chat. So, if you think about how Ty played in that USF game, right? Everybody was like, it's wet, it's raining, this, that, and the third. Ty Buckner came out, skipped some passes to the receivers. They took him out quick. They put Ty Simpson in. Ty Simpson went 9 of 16, I think, in that game. The 7 passes that he missed, I remember. Oh, yeah, it was 9 of 16 because he only threw for like 69 yards or some crazy jump. But the passes that he threw, 3 overthrows, 2 underthrows, and 1 drop.
Yep.
The other one was a throwaway. So the 7 completions, they're kind of falling in the line. What 2 years later, what we're getting from Ty Simpson? If I'm not lying,
exactly. Yep.
Oh my God! I hold up. I gotta correct myself. Chat. I may have been wrong about Ty Simpson this whole time. I may have been wrong. When I said that he was ready, I didn't even think to go back and look at the performance in the USF game and then to correlate it to how he's performing now and how that looks so much similar. And we're talking about 2 years of time going by with 2 different staffs. Oh my God. Hey, can you turn your TV down in the background? We can hear the echo, but go ahead. The floor is back on you, man.
My apologies. Hold on.
You good, man. You good. Listen, I know how it is. Listen, I used to call the Touchdown Alabama 2017. Talk to Stephen M. Smith, my brother. I used to.
I'm in my garage smoking a cigar right now, watching on my TV. So.
Hey, that's how I used to do. I get in my space, watch my Bama shows because it wasn't a lot back then. 2017, nobody was doing this, and so. When I called in, man, I used to want to hear my voice on the TV. I ain't gonna lie. I used to want to hear it just to see how I sound. Do I sound goofy? Do I know what I'm talking about?
Man.
Look, that's how I used to be.
Man. You sound good, bro, man. I'm proud of you, man. I walked between you and Cal Henderson. I watched when you started, and I like your matriculation, man. So
for real,
keep
man.
grinding and keep rolling, man.
For real, though. I appreciate it, man. Final thoughts, though. We got the phone line buzzing again, man. Everybody wants to call in. Final thoughts. What do you think a successful Alabama team looks like if Ty struggles? Meaning, who's your pick at quarterback? I'm going to do this to all the callers. I'm going to give you a question as they come. Who do you think Kalen DeBoer throws out there, and what does it look like if we have to go to that situation?
Throw out there Austin Mack. You speed up with tempo. Now that Jam's back, you spread the defense out by throwing sideline passes to your running back to see what they can get as far as like a running game going, because running in the middle is not working. And if you can get Proctor out there and get some guys out there that can actually block on the outside and let Jam go to work, that'll create more balance on the offense.
For sure. And I said this, I don't think you need to have an explosive running game. I think where our run game has been effective is when Ryan Grubb has said, I'm willing to run it. I don't care if I don't care if I gain 1 yard. I don't care if we gain 12. I'm willing to do it because that's what's going to keep us balanced. If we stay, Ryan Grubb play calling has been in question for probably like 3 weeks now. For real. Like everybody could talk about the second half the past 3 weeks, even against EIU, man. With the second string guys in there, you saw some funny play calling that shouldn't have been there against EIU. So,
well, Ryan just got to trust himself, man. Like even in the Georgia game, right? If I saw Daniel Hill run 2 different times and he get at least 45 yards.
Come on, man. Come on.
Ryan is going away from the run too early. And I think if he can run the ball like that, we'll be fine. And I honestly think we're gonna shock the world this playoff run. Mark my words. Alabama's gonna run the ball better up here in the Midwest. Then we're gonna go and do some stuff against Indiana that they haven't seen, because Indiana is playing a weak Big Ten. And we're gonna be all right. I'm not really, I'm not worried compared to last year when I went to the Oklahoma game.
Yeah.
Because that Oklahoma game was ugly. But it was predictable because everybody knew Jalen was gonna run the ball.
Had to. That's all we could do with the offensive line. That's all we could do.
And then when I think that's the game that Lawson ended up getting injured in that game. I said, man, we in trouble. So I just think, man, if Ryan just trusts himself, run the ball down their throat, and get those guys to cheat a little bit, man, you talking about Ryan Williams having a good game, he'll have a good game, because that last pass that we had in that fourth quarter last year should have been a touchdown. But we're not talking about last year, we're talking about this year.
Yep.
I think we should see a beast awakening in this offense and get better balance out of the team this year.
100%, my guy, and appreciate you for calling in, man. Mary J, pull that banner up again. And so y'all, this is why I love my team. We get in-game adjustment and task, right? Mary J, bring the caller banner up for me real quick. Bring the caller banner up. So chat, I want y'all to understand, for the ones watching that's waiting for the phone lines to open up, when y'all see this come up at the beginning of that phone call, Mr. QC Green is in the chat or is in the game, that means the phone call is on. When y'all see comments, that means the phone call is on. The second time you see it, that means we're about to close the phone call out, and that'll be kind of like, for y'all that's really ready to call in, that'll be your indicator to get ready to call in. Mr. QC Green, we appreciate you for tapping in today. Roll Tide, man. And I definitely appreciate you becoming a member of the AAA family and supporting the Coach Smook Network, brother. Roll Tide, man.
Roll Tide, gotta support the home team.
Already, man. Much love, man. You take it easy and keep enjoying the show, man.
Will do.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy. Hey, chat, come on, give it up for Mr. That was his first time calling in. He became a member. I think he subscribed already. He just became a member today and he called in. That's love right there. Shout out to you, boy. Zach is on the line, y'all. Let's get it.
Zach Willie.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the game? Talk to me. Look, Zach. Before you do your thing now.
Okay.
I apologize. Listen, when I seen your call, you wasn't even the second caller, Zach. That's how crazy the phone line was. You wasn't even the second caller. I think your call got delayed because I answered the first call. It was a second call in waiting. And then when I ended that call, your call popped up and I had to end that one. So I was like, dang, people want to talk tonight. So Zach, don't jack me up, all right? Y'all give it up for Zach in the chat.
Good. I understand. To be the third caller in, I know the phone line's hot, and I'm happy because that means we're growing, and you're doing your thing, so I don't mind it.
Man, listen, Zach, I just want the chat to know when y'all hear Zach voice like this, he's excited. He's excited. He's happy. And that's why I love my little brother, man. I love my little brother, Zach. Since he's been a part of this community, man, it's been a crazy relationship. Like, that's my little brother for real, man. I don't care about race or none of that. When Zach is with me, that's my brother. Y'all better not mess with Zach. I'm telling you, man, I ain't gonna say it on live, but I will be there for my brother. And I can hear the excitement in his voice. Calm down, Zach. Your floor is yours. I'm going to give you the whole 5 minutes. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to give you the whole 5 minutes. Talk about the topic of conversation tonight. QB situation. Your feels on it. Who's the best option? And how does it turn out? The floor is yours, Zach. Y'all, Zach is in the game. Let's get it. Come on, Zach. Talk to me.
All right. I think we wrote Ty out to start the game to at least give him the first quarter. And if our offense ain't producing, it depends on how Ron Grove wants to game plan and call the game. Because if we're gonna do intermediate dump off passes, I think we go with Austin Mack. If we want to push the ball down the field and everything and take risk with deep shots, I think we go with Keelan Russell, because I think Russell has the better, more accurate deep arm between the two.
100%, man.
And so it ultimately depends on what game plan we're rolling with, on which one we roll out there. And we got to utilize the run game. You know, that's what opened up the passing game the first time we played Oklahoma. And so, and it don't have to be explosive. It just needs to be an efficient, effective run game. You know, like we seen early on in the season before we started getting away from the run. And don't get me wrong, I have faith in Ty that Ty can do it, because I've seen him do it. And like I said, like I have been saying, it's just he's in his own head, and whatever's going, and it's allowing him to not play well. And so if he's going to continue to do that, then we need to make the switch, get a fresh start. And that doesn't necessarily mean we don't go back to him in a different game. It just means for this game we need to make the switch to give us the best chance to win the game. Because, and I've seen in a comment in the chat asking or saying we needed deep ball threat. We got deep ball threat.
We got plenty of them. We got plenty of them.
Right. It's just Ty hasn't been able to push the ball downfield like we need in this offense to utilize our deep ball threats, you know. And so
hey, chat. Hey, Zach, somebody in the chat just said, get rid of all the trick plays, Grub. No one's getting tricked with those plays. You know what? I don't mean to cut Zach off, but I disagree. You got to look at all the times we brought out that crispy package. They've created some momentum shifting type of off plays. Now the double reverse pass by Jeremy Bernard, that's a play you don't expect that to be successful. You just want to try to pick your spot. I don't want to get rid of them. I want to go back to week 3, week 4, week 5 when we threw those plays in. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to get rid of them, man, but I get where you coming from, brother. Good evaluation, man. I said the same thing while we were watching live the last game, man. The end around, to me, the end around with Lasier Brooks might as well have been a trick play because you literally just had yourself in a 3rd and 2 off a 2 turnaround and hand it off to this big old 6'2", 242 running back. But that was a good comment. I just had to acknowledge that before it went away. And also, it's been a minute since this happened, but shout out to my sister Deborah, man, my big sister Deborah for the $10 super chat. That put me in the game. You in the game, sister. You know you in the game. You got your wristband. You got your pretty new hairdo. I don't think I ain't seen your new profile picture, girl. Out here acting up, being young and stuff. Y'all better watch out, Deborah, in these streets, y'all. But Zach, go back. Go ahead, man. Continue with what you're saying. You got about another minute left, brother.
Okay. But yes, ultimately, we need to go with whatever gives us the best chance to win the game. If that's pull tie, then we need to pull tie for this game. If it means leave him in the game and we're having momentum and we're scoring and making good plays, then leave him in the game. It really depends on the game plan and how well Ty is doing in the moment, before we make a decision like that.
That's what's up, man. Well, Zach, who's your pick? If we got to put a guy out there, Austin Mack, Keelan Russell, who's your pick? No more ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've come to love Austin Mack's gameplay, but that would not be that would be a patient offense we run. Those explosives would come after, read option, RPO, and those plays they put you in position to have more turnovers than some of your traditional stuff in this day and age. With so many athletic players in space on the defensive side nowadays, you got defensive ends that could guard a slot receiver or a tight end, bro. And so trying to throw that bubble read, that RPO, all of that stuff, those guys jump out there to get those 6'7", 6'9" wingspans out there on those 6'5", 6'6" frames. And they stretch and they tip balls, and DBs who probably aren't good in coverage, they come up and they make plays off of tips, man. And this is the stage where I think you really just have to allow your talent to do what your talent does and be the better player on the field. Keep it simple so that they can execute at a higher rate, and we'll see better production. Final thought, Zach, and then we're going to open the phone line back up for everybody.
Okay. And to answer and my final thought is answering your question. Go with your best quarterback, and your best quarterback on this team is Keelan Russell. He gives you the overall best chance to win in a situation like that with the deep ball, the intermediate, whatever game plan we want to roll with, he gives us the best chance to win the game in that scenario.
100%. Well, Zach, I appreciate you, man. And you already know, man, roll tide, Zach. This is a different time for us to do a post-practice report. We're talking about Alabama evening practice ending at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're doing actual post-practice reports and reactions at 9 p.m. at night on Central Standard Time. I think this is awesome. Y'all give it up for Zach, man. Roll tide to Zach, man. 334-625-1121 is the phone number. You can call in, say your name, and put me in the game, Coach Smook. Make sure you got no background noise, y'all. We want to be able to hear y'all clearly. I got a few comments I want to acknowledge while we wait for the next phone call to come in. My guy C. Riggs said, let's roll out Ty, hit some jet sweeps, hit some screens and slants, utilize the tight end and play mean. Call plays by the flow of the game and adjust. If you think about it, though, C. Riggs, that game plan probably would have been more effective against the way Georgia played us. If Oklahoma comes out and they feel like they can play us the same way defensively, generally, they're going to be some adjustments made, some different things. If they're going to play us the same way they made us, Ty just has to hit on the deep ball, man. Oklahoma gave him plenty of opportunities to go to his second and third read or to take off and run. All the callers have kind of said the same thing when it came to Ty. Not that he's not good. I see people trying to change the narrative or twist my words and saying that I don't think Ty is good. No, I just think there's assets that Ty is not exploring or utilizing in his gameplay that's keeping him from being an elite quarterback. I even saw the crazy comment. Somebody literally just said Ty's an elite quarterback. Show me where. Show me where. Where's 400 racks out? Where is Ty an elite quarterback at? What pass has he completed? Or what pass, what in his arsenal on record, not what we've evaluated through game film in high school play or practice, the things that I report about his accuracy in practice or his confidence. What play lets you know or makes you believe that Ty Simpson is an elite quarterback? Shout out to the 172 likes on the stream over here on YouTube and 186 viewing live right now on the Coach Smook Network. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. And then on TikTok, man, I ain't forgot about y'all. Do we got some comments on TikTok? Let me get the TikTok comments if we got some. Blue Soldier said, go Dogs. And Luke99 says, go Knowles. All right, dogs. Y'all got it. I understand why y'all still popping. You know, we done had y'all number for some years now. But a Florida State fan talking about Golden Knowles. Did y'all get a bowl game? Don't you got a bowl game to be? Did y'all get selected for a bowl game? Did Florida State get selected for a bowl game, chat? I don't think so. I don't think so. So Florida State, have your little week 1 Super Bowl win over Alabama when it didn't matter. Have it. Should we golf clap? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's funny to me, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for tapping in on TikTok, though. Appreciate everybody, man. We got some new followers. We got 5 new followers on the stream on TikTok. How many new subscribers? We got 2 new members on the channel while we've been live on YouTube. I can't see how many subscribers. 334-625-1121 is the number. Notice how the whole chat is about the offense. The defense and Kane Womack have proven themselves. Offense, time to step up. Facts. And listen, you're going to make me walk off the screen again, bro? That's what you want me to do. You want me to walk off the screen? Because... I had to go make sure you ain't watching me, bro. Literally. I was going to make this comment about how last year, Kangaroo Black, I brought him on my show live, right? We did a collaboration, and I called him a Fairweather fan because he attacked Kane Womack, and he was listening to all the narratives of Christian Miller was on the podcast saying it. Uncle Marvin? He was on the podcast saying it. All of these talking heads that played at Alabama and that, have a subscriber base, they were out here pushing this dumb narrative that the 4-2-5 can't stop the run. The 4-2-5 isn't a defense that's going to work in the SEC. All of this crazy, stupid narrative. And you look at the defensive efficiency stats right now. Where's Alabama ranked right now? In all the major defensive efficiency stats, where's Alabama ranked right now? I think all but one category we're ranked in the top 25 of FBS. And when it comes to SEC rankings, you're talking about a top 3 defense in your major categories. All right. The only thing that hurt us in this season or this season in those efficiency stats that keeps us right outside the top 50 and outside the top 5 in the SEC is the early run game, the early tackling problems. And after the Georgia game, I will go on a limb and say we fixed that. Or before the Georgia game, we fixed that, truly. Because we only had 4 missed tackles in the Georgia game. No, Georgia game, we only had 2 missed tackles, 2 recorded missed tackles in the Georgia game. No, Georgia game was the worst game. I'm tripping. It was the Vanderbilt game, 2 missed tackles. We had 6 missed tackles against Georgia, I believe. On 6 explosive runs, that's crazy. I don't think all 6 missed tackles happened on the explosive runs. A couple of them runs was they got out and ran free. They got loose on us. Let's look at the more comments, man. Where we at? An hour and 20. Was Sheridan a better OC? No. I don't think so. Because we saw the same situation. We were in passing situations where we needed the quarterback to deliver. And a lot of times you were limited what you could do with Milroe. You couldn't run intermediate concepts and levels concept to try to get the game to open up for them. You could send those, but you had to have at least 2 vertical concept type routes in that scheme or in that play call for it to be successful with Milroe, because his best ball was the deep ball. So you can see how you can't really say who's the better play caller. I see a lot of similarities. The only difference I see this year is a lot more protection adjustments by the quarterback. Georgia runs the same formation outside of 3-3-5. What? You've been playing NCAA too much.
Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
You got to pull up to the Coach Smook film session when we have the next one. He used quick game when needed and didn't let the game speed him up. He always, for the most part, comfortable in big moments. Who we talking about? Who we talking about? Are we talking about quarterbacks? 400 racks? I don't know where that comment came from. Who you talking about? What's happening with the QB stuff, Coach Smook? Ty be cooking bees? Is that what that means? Is that what that say? Ty, man, you got to go check out the members only video to find out the particulars. But we were just talking about all the conversations happening with staff and the quarterback room, not just Ty Simpson at this point in the season. He hasn't been playing like he's ready, Coach Smook. 100%, I agree. I like Austin Mack, but it's Ryan Grubbs. Is not Ty Simpson. Boy, racks out. You doing all this comment. Phone line open, 334-625-1121. I want to hear how you can even come to that. Like, how do you watch the game and look at Ty throw passes with nobody in his freaking in the pocket with him? He's clean pocket, and he can't complete passes or lead receivers to the open spot. And you're going to blame that on the offensive coordinator? Are you going to blame Ty Simpson's interceptions on Ryan Grubb? Are you going to blame Ty getting sacked with more than 4 seconds in the pocket before he's getting taken down? Or before he's getting taken down for a loss? His average time in pocket from snap to sack, 3.7 seconds. You're going to blame that on Ryan Grubb? That's weird. Let's see who on the phone line, 402. Let's see who it is.
Call from.
Yeah.
To accept, press 1.
Yo, you in the game with Coach Smook. Who's calling?
How you doing, Coach Smoke? It's Piss Night Husker. How you doing tonight?
What's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Boy, you had me worried for a minute. I thought you were one of the pros trying to call in. Thought you wanted to smoke tonight. What's good with you, though?
Oh, I ain't trolling. You know I love Bama.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all, if y'all don't know who Pit Sniper is, this guy, you've been rocking with our content since week 1, right? Week 0, week 1?
You got great content, man, and you keep me up with the Tide. Of course, I got to follow my Huskers. Them's my boys. Yeah. But we're out of the hunt now, and y'all are in it. And you're in it against our old nemesis, Oklahoma. And I'm telling you, they're magic. They have dark magic. You got to watch out for it.
Down there in Norman.
They'll get you.
Yep. They sure put that magic on us last year. I don't think people remember Jalen Miro was actually trending up. A lot of people were hype about where he was headed going into that Oklahoma game. And then, like you said, that I think Norman and Auburn might be on some of the same stuff, man, over there in Jordan here. And then you got the I forget what Norman's the Oklahoma Stadium is called, but some of the same juju seem like when it comes to Alabama, huh?
Oh, I do too. I forget what that dang stadium's name. We'll just call it hell, all right?
Let's call it hell. I agree with that. I feel with that. Because it felt like hell last year watching Jalen Miro on that offense struggle the way they did.
And yeah, y'all need to get to Norman. You need to go see that ball game. You need to see them people show up for their folks. You better be in that stadium for your boys.
I guarantee you the stadium in Norman on game day, especially for like a big SEC or conference matchup, or even the Red River rivalry, even though it's at a neutral site in Dallas. The type of energy that I was able to see, when Jason was doing his thing, I just can imagine, man. Like, I know Auburn and Alabama is that when it comes to rivalries, but I guarantee you, I would before I leave this earth, I pray that I'm able to see Ohio State, Michigan, Texas, and Texas and Arkansas, Texas and Oklahoma. I want to see Georgia Tech live in person. I want to see. I've been to the cocktail party, but I didn't make it in the game. I had a ticket, didn't make it in the game, got too drunk. Trust me, the cocktail party is a real cocktail party, chat. But
it happens, bro. It happens, bro.
But talk to me, man. What's your thoughts? What you want to talk about tonight? I know you're a Nebraska fan, but you watching the quarterback situation at Alabama. What's your thoughts on it? And give me some dialogue around it.
Hey man, you got all the facts. I listen to you to learn what's going on over there. I don't have any new opinions. I think Alabama has a hell of a job winning this game over in Norman. But I think they got the horses to do it. But it's a thing. It's a hell of a task to undertake. And everyone needs to show up in Norman and be proper, and they'll treat you really good. They hate Texas. They hate Nebraska. They respect Alabama. So show up and support y'all's lads and just be proper, and they will host you like Nebraska. I swear to Christ, they will.
I will say this, because I went to the Alabama-Oklahoma game in Tuscaloosa this season. And Oklahoma fans are like Alabama fans. Like, it was crazy seeing that sea of crimson. You know, that's what it looked like. You couldn't really tell until you got up on the person you were, getting to speak with or interact with, who they were a fan of, because the energy around both programs has been virtually similar. They're having quarterback issues. We're having quarterback issues, offensive line issues on their side, running back issues on our side, and they have two major issues on offense, and their defense is playing championship level defense. So it's like our fan bases have found like this common hate for each other, love-hate for each other. It's like a mutual love-hate for each other out of respect. And so I could just imagine that type of experience would be great. But Pit Sniper, final thoughts, man. We're going to get ready to get off the phone line. We hitting our hour 30 mark, man.
All right, brother. I just wanted to reach out and say, hey, and roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Pit Sniper. Thank you for tapping in, man. Appreciate you. Y'all give it up to Pit Sniper, man. Yo, Pit Sniper is funny, man. I don't know if y'all pay attention to what he says in the chat, but he's more of a solid fan than some of our. He's more of a solid Bama supporter than some of our, quote unquote Bama fans. Mary J and Amanda, are y'all seeing what I'm seeing right now with the total count in live chat between our platforms? Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Because if I say something, I don't think people gonna believe me. We got 195 people in the chat on YouTube, and we got 3,430, 3,400. The number keep moving. We got about 3,500 people on Twitter that done tapped in on Twitter. So Amanda, you see it. That's crazy. 324-625-1121. No, we're not gonna open the phone lines. I gotta get off the phone line, y'all. I got some business to handle. But I'm gonna transition. We got about 30 minutes left on the show. I want to open up and look at the comments. I want to dialogue with y'all in the comment section. Thank you to every caller that called in tonight, man. We really had some great conversations. If you have any more thoughts and comments, jump in the chat, man. Let's keep the chat rate up. Get more people in here. We got about 30 minutes left on the show. But I appreciate y'all for tapping into the calling segment. Once again, sponsored by our sponsors, Walk On. When we get back, we'll do our closeout comment, conversation talk. And I got a new something that I might try right now. If I could pull all the screenshots up and get them on the screen right. But we're gonna start adding a new segment, because we've been having a lot of activity on our page, on all our content, on all our socials where we post our football coverage and our takes. And we've had a lot of comments, and I've been replying in words, but I really want to replying in text, but I really want to reply in video message or word form, something where we can really see some interaction and let you all know that I'm paying attention to what y'all saying, man. And I love debate. Just because we don't agree don't mean I don't like you or you can't support the content. And don't get mad at my approach either. It's nothing personal. It's literally just my thoughts, my opinion. You're going to say what you say and believe what you say. I'm going to say and believe what I say, and then we'll let it all play out. And at the end of the day, I don't think no less you, or, you know what I'm saying, unless you fair weather. I don't even think less fair weather fans. I just think me and fair weather fans don't get along very well. Right. So think about becoming a member of the AAA family. But shout out to our sponsors for the calling segment here on the Coach Smook Network at Walk-Ons. We appreciate y'all support for us and everything that y'all doing here on the Coach Smook Network and helping us grow and reach the levels that we have envisioned for us to reach. So AAA family, Walk-Ons.
When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk On's is your go-to for good times. Craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Let me in a game, cool Smook. Let me in a game, cool Smook.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Let's go, chat. Let's go. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all really worked your boy. Y'all really worked your boy tonight. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got my attention tonight. I'm grateful for everyone that tapped in and supported and participated. Let me get in the comments before I go, and I'm gonna take control of it. Amanda, I got you for a few minutes here. Let me scroll through. Y'all really ran up the chat tonight, man. Let me see. I'm gonna look at the chat health on tonight. Let's see what we did. Wow. Right now it says we have 470 something chats on the stream right now. That's crazy. 400 different comments. That's good, y'all. I appreciate y'all for conversating. Hopefully it was engaging. Hopefully it was meaningful. Hopefully you could take something away from it and be like, yeah, I'm kind of in the know now. The show is growing and going. Appreciate that, Greg. I appreciate you, man. Greg Zachary, I see you. I'm trying to find some good comments. What's up, fam? Who is this? Diala TMZH. Oh, what's up, man? Good to see you. Pit Sniper is roll across the screen. Okay. Ty Simpson is being a elite QB. How? 400 racks. I wish you could have called in, because you've been saying that you and Rich News, y'all will sit there. Ty throws 6 interceptions in the game and have 0 passing yards, -32 rushing yards, and I'll be like, he's elite QB. And I'm like, where? I watch dozens of shows. Coach Smook is my favorite. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Pit Sniper. Appreciate you for calling in too. Facts, Mary J. Yeah, inside joke. Y'all can't get it. Y'all can't get the inside joke in the green room. Green room chat be just as lit as y'all chat. But I appreciate y'all for real, man. Final thoughts. I don't see any comments that we can kind of acknowledge right now. Everything that we were talking about, you guys were seeing it across the screen. Hopefully you all feel like there was enough interaction. Come back Monday morning, or we might do something tomorrow night after church. My family's in town again, so I plan on going to see them after church. But come back tomorrow night. Monday morning for sure. 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We kick off our live morning show, and that'll be our first game week prep, our first game week live stream for the Oklahoma game, where we start getting into the particulars. We break down the game. No more Georgia talk. No more regular season talk. This is what we are talking about going into our matchup against Oklahoma and the Oklahoma Sooners. And I think we're going to see a different style of play coming into this game from our offense, especially based off of the things that we talked about tonight, some of the things that we've reported on throughout the week. And then once practice kicks off tomorrow, you know what? We will be live tomorrow, because I need to do a post-practice report. Practice is at 3 p.m. So we'll be live by 6:30, 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. So If you all enjoyed yourselves, if you're watching Post Live and you're not catching it live, make sure you hit the like button on your way out or when you come in. Make sure you hit the like button. We're at 188 likes. We had a crazy live viewership, and the numbers on Twitter are still going up. We're at 4,600 on Twitter. Sorry, Twitter, y'all missed it if you're just tapping in. It's going to be a vibe going forward. I promise you. We have some resources and some people that are helping us grow, and I appreciate it. So everybody that shared the live to pull this type of crowd in tonight, do it again tomorrow evening, do it again Monday, every day going forward. This is about to take off, y'all. We are a different type of community. A lot of people hated it when we first started, but I believe God really truly has a plan for our community, not just me, but our community. So stay connected, join the AAA family, and represent the Coach Smook Network like you represent everything else in your life, because it's more than football. It's bigger than ball. It's about community. It's about growing. It's about instilling in people that courage to chase their dreams. You know, I'm living a life of faith right now. I don't have anything that's concrete that's going to keep me in a space of security other than God. And that's how I push my show. That's how I approach my brand and everything that's happening with our team, you know, on faith. There's never anything guaranteed other than that God is going to be there for you if you put your faith in him. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shout out to our sponsors, Man of Standard Executive Security. Shout out to Yon, clothing, urban streetwear and apparel. Shout out to our big sponsors, Walk-Ons, and everybody else, all the AAA members. If you got a wristband on the way out, we're going to leave the screen up. Drop some hot takes on the way out. As you hear the music and you see the graphic playing, drop some hot takes, and you might get starred and come on the screen to end the show. That's something that we want to start featuring. We want to get the good comments, not just BS. You know, members, everything. We want good comments to spam on the screen as we close out the show here going forward. So I appreciate y'all's support. And once again, when you see me in the streets, holla at me and say
put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide. Good night, everybody. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Be blessed.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live. Roll Tide only.
Andre Goto
Tide only. All my way. Got the goal line. Keep it roll Tide. Let's go Tide. Roll the ball my way. Got the goal line. Keep it roll Tide. Let's go Tide. Roll the ball my way. Got the goal line. Keep it roll Tide. Let's go Tide. Roll the ball my way. Got the goal line. Keep it roll Tide. Let's go Tide.
This guy got 4 fingers for real.